It is a pop-up live to say thank you for all of the birthday wishes. Let's go. What is up, fam? So listen, I am not going to be on long today. So if you catch this, then you are pretty lucky today. I got some studying to do for later on tonight. So listen, yesterday was my birthday, April 22nd, and I turned the big 4-5. That's right. Not like the former president, but yes, but the big 4-5. So listen, I decided to, y'all know I love books. I love teaching. That's, what God put me on the earth to do. And I love to do it. So I say, you know what? I don't want no cash apps. If people want to be a blessing to your boy, let them send me a book. So I created or shared my Amazon book wish list, and people bought me all kind of stuff and everything like that. So I'm excited to open them up because I love books. It gets on my wife's nerves every time they come to every time they come to the house and whatnot. But I just wanted to jump on. Shout out to Brother Landis Pelt and Brother Phil Fox. They're the only ones. I think somebody else sent me a book, but they don't have no names on it. It might be on the inside. So let's check it out. So thank you all to everybody that said happy birthday, that wished me happy birthday. I appreciate the love, man. I tried to like every birthday shout out and everything like that. So we're gonna kind of jump in and see what's going on. So if you're rocking with us today, just say hey in the chat. Let us know you're here. And everything like that. And then we're going to get to go ahead. I feel like, it's my birthday all over again. So yesterday I kind of spent the day just hanging out with myself in the morning while the wife and the kids was at work, or the kids were at school and everything. Excuse me, y'all. And I went and treated myself to BJ's. I love BJ's. And they have these amazing desserts there and everything like that. So Imagine Joy, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the happy birthday. And oh, what's up, Sinead? Why is your nickname Honey Bun? I'm telling. Oh, you're going to get a phone call right after this. Honey Bun? Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that. She said every day can be your birthday. That's dope. Thank you so much, Sinead. I appreciate you. All right. So I didn't even know you follow me on here. All right. So I named the live a really funny one. Oh, what's up, Roger? What's going on, man? How you doing, bro? I'm good, man. All right. So let's see what we got here. I can clean this stuff up later. All right. Ooh, I didn't know somebody got this one. All right. So this one is this first one, The Law of Christ. Oh, look at this. This doggone camera is amazing. I just bought this new camera too. So this is a really, really good book. Oh yeah. I can't wait to pick this one up. So I'm definitely interested in reading this one. So it doesn't, hold on. Scan the QR code. I'm trying to see, y'all, if it tells me who ordered it. Hold up. Happy birthday, bro. Oh, may God continue to bless and keep you, from Tanika. All right. Thank you, Tanika. I appreciate you. One of my students from Greater Work. She has taken every class since she came on to the platform and everything. So, Tanika, thank you so much, my dear sister. I really appreciate you. Getting me a book is the greatest thing ever. I love books and everything like that. So, Ralph, I appreciate you. Thank you as well. And everything all the way from the Caribbean. That is dope. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Send me the link to your birthday wish list. Okay, Michelle. And if you want to go check, it's also on my Facebook page. Yesterday, I posted it. It's a link to my Amazon wish list in there. What's up, Todd? What's going on, man? All right. So let's check out and see what we got next. All right. So I'm like a kid in the candy store, y'all. All right. So this one. Oh, yes. Whose religion is Christianity? The Gospel Beyond the West. There is another book that this brother has written. I can't remember the name of it, but I fell in love with another book of his that I read. So thank you for this one. You know what? I think this one was Landis's, but there it is. My bad, y'all. I'm like, how when you open presents, but you don't read the cards? Yep, Landis Pelt. So enjoy your gift from Landis. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you, fam. Excellent book. I can't wait to dig into this. I don't know when I'm gonna get to all of these, but the more books I get, the more books I'm gonna read, and then after that, y'all know what I'm gonna do: create a PowerPoint. So remind me, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all what's next, coming up with Greater Works on this one as well. All right. So this one is from. It does not say. Okay, I think it's from the same order. I think this is Landis again. Jesus and the Gospel in Africa. I love this one because it's a little shorter, but it still looks power packed and everything. And I love it. You know, a book is good when it's got a bunch of bibliography and a lot of notes and everything into it. So look at this. You see these references? That's when you know somebody has done some actual study and everything like that. So dope. Don't DFC, keep playing, man. Keep playing. I'm gonna block you like you're like a Hebrew Israelite. Don't you say, no, I already have the book of Enoch. It's over there somewhere. I actually got it out of my dad's library. So yeah. So I got it already. So don't be sending me that. I already got the books of Enoch. So you know, if I need to refer to it or somebody else refers to it, my library is dope, y'all. So don't sleep. I already got the books of Enoch. All right. So we ain't going there. We're not finna talk about the book of Enoch tonight. Not on my, you know, it's not my birthday no more, but nah, we ain't finna do that. All right, so let's see here. All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? And this is a big one. Oh, this is the one I bought myself. This is why I named the live, y'all. Look at this. Look at this. This, you know, you a gangster when you name your book those lying bastards, the so-called Hebrew Israelites. So I thought this is my level of petty, y'all. This is my level of petty and everything. So I'm sorry, y'all. Look at what the wifey bought me and everything. Check it out. So she put the brand on the t-shirt. I got white. She got me a hoodie and everything. So this is dope. I was like, when she gave it to me, her and the kids, I was dying. All right, so I'm gonna give Elder Robert Anderson a shout out on books. So their first book on the Hebrew Israelites, this one, y'all, is really good. You should check this out. All right, the so-called Hebrew Israelites. This is a really good book and everything. And this is his follow-up to it as well. So when I tell you they went through it thoroughly in this one, in this one, I mean, they did a really, really, really good job. Everything from the law to how they deal with women. It is very thorough and comprehensive. And everything. So shout out to you, Elder Robert Anderson. You did a phenomenal job in these, and I can't wait to read this one as well. So let me see. All right. Those so-called. All right. This one, the 5-minute apologist. I'm sorry, I keep just throwing the doggone things down there and not looking at the cards. Dummy. All right, this one again was from Landis. All right, so the 5-minute apologist. So this would be some good stuff to just make a video off of and everything like that. I love it. So can I trust the New Testament? Is the Bible from God? Is truth absolute or relative? Divorcing faith from reason. This is my kind of apologetic book. This is a lot of stuff in there in 5 minutes. This is dope. So this will definitely, y'all will definitely get some videos out of this one. So again, thank you, Landis. I appreciate it. And I think this is the big one. I know brother Phil Fox. Thank you, Phil. He sent me a book as well. I'm not sure if this is it, but I know he sent one because he sent me the receipt. So it's almost like Christmas, y'all. All right. Yep, I think this is it. Yes, sir. Oh my gosh. Oh. All right, so let me read the card like I got some sense. Africa Bible Commentary. Let's see here. Enjoy your gift. Happy birthday, my dear brother. Keep educating the people, from brother Phil Fox. Man, Phil Fox, thank you so much, y'all. Check out what he got me. The Africa Bible Commentary, a 1-volume commentary written by 70 African scholars. I have wanted to get this book for so long, y'all. This is going to be a prize part of my library, man. This is just, man, this is dope. This is dope. That is amazing, man. It was the Septuagint that was written by 70 scholars and everything like that. So to have this written by 70 African scholars, just amazing. So I'm so grateful. So once again, for those of y'all that tuned in late, the Africa Bible Commentary from Phil Fox, the 5-minute apologist. This was my gift to myself. Those lying bastards, the so-called Hebrew Israelites. Listen, y'all, real quick. So I was on TikTok today, and a guy, he did a video. He stitched a video of mine where I was saying, yo, Yahuwah, Yahusha, Yahweh, whichever one y'all want. Figure out what you want to call them. None of them are right. So I said, hey, none of these are in a Hebrew lexicon. You know, when y'all gonna pull up a Hebrew lexicon to show me these words, these names? And so this dude pulled out, I got proof. Y'all not doing no study. This dude showed me a composition notebook where he had written all these Hebrew names in here. Look, this is proof right here. And I'm like, bro, this is proof, not a scholar, not a lexicon, not something from a trained person in Hebrew. His proof was a composition notebook where he had written in a bunch of stuff. I'm telling you, man, it was just, I didn't even have the heart. The Lord has really been blessing me. I have been praying and really praying and seeking the Lord to be more Christ-like and just Christ-like in my commentary to people. Sister, what is her name? She's in Jamaica. Man, I can't think of her name now. Oh Lord, forgive me. But she gave me a really good hint, and she said, when you're talking to people, talk to them like they're one of your students in your class, or talk to them as if they are somebody that is in your congregation. That's what she said. And everything. And I thought about it, I was like, man, that is really a really great way to look at it. So now whenever I am commenting to people, I try to approach it, okay, like how would I respond to this person if they were somebody that was actually a part of my congregation, and everything. And I thought that was dope, and it really blessed me and helped. It has really helped me. So the Lord, I really believe that was an answer to prayer. So yeah. So Jesus and the gospel in Africa, trying to get away from the glare. The 5-minute apologist. Now I don't know where I'm gonna find room. I got to buy me another bookcase. Maybe I ought to put that on my wish list for next year. Next year I'm gonna be busting out the seams. Whose religion is Christianity, and the law of Christ, for my dear sister. So Tanika, Landis, my great brother Phil Fox, thank y'all so much. Y'all made this a great birthday. And of course to the wife for the dope t-shirt, hoodie, different colors and everything. I'm definitely gonna be wearing this when I go to Atlanta, to be speaking there at that apologetics conference, and everything like that. So yeah, it's been a great birthday, man. Took me out to Texas Roadhouse, just spent some time with the family. So yeah, I had a great time. All right, let me go through some of these comments. Oh, grace and peace from Milwaukee. Okay, what's going on, brother? All right, good stuff. Eric Lee, thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. My good brother, Dr. Adams, appreciate you, Doc. Tim, thank you so much. Sabrina, my dear sister, thank you. I love you so much. Cameron, I appreciate you all the way from Oklahoma City. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. And Sabrina, no, man, I was sitting there watching that game, and I was just so depressed, like deflated, not depressed. I was deflated. And just that shot just, but you know, the thing that really helped me out is the fact that I remember all those years when Kobe was playing with the Lakers, how many times he gave that deflated feeling to other teams. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm good. You know, Kobe gave me some of the best years of my life as a Laker fan. So all them game winning shots he hit on other people, I got no reason to complain. Yesterday night was just a small taste of what people who have played against the Lakers for years. Even with LeBron, he has some, you know, he's had some good years as well. So let's see here. There's Shanae again. Yeah, I know that was a nice book title. So yes, I will let the wifey know that you love the shirt. So Roger, appreciate you. Cordell, so the next class, I'm waiting on the flyer. Hopefully it will come tomorrow. The next class will start on the first Tuesday in May. So this one is going to be a 6-week course. That'll be May the 7th. And I know that really gives us 2 weeks as of today. So no doubt tomorrow, by Thursday, I'll have the registration link up for that. The next class is going to be on denominations. I'm going to go through the major denominations, talk about their history, their practices, what makes them different. So I'm going to go through, you know, Protestant, Presbyterian, all of that other good stuff. This is a 6-week course designed for people who are ordination candidates within my father's organization, Kingdom Fellowship of Interdependent Ministries. So we'll be going through what are the different denominations and their differences. We'll be talking about baptism. We're going to break down baptism. We'll also do weddings, funerals, and what's the last one? Weddings, funerals, and baptisms. And I think that's it. Yeah, weddings, funerals, and baptisms, and denominations. So this is the last of the quarterly classes, going through a whole year-long stuff. We started off with hermeneutics, homiletics, and apologetics. Second semester was systematic theology. Third semester was church history. And then this final semester is on denominations, weddings, funerals, and baptism. So basically, anybody who is ordained, I am the dean of Christian education, and my responsibility is to make sure that these individuals are, certified, that they know what they're doing before we put a collar around their neck. So that's what. So again, next Tuesday, all that class is $99. It's going to be for 6 weeks of training. And everything. And I'm actually going to do a baptism for that class, so people can see it. Can't actually do a wedding, but but yeah. So we'll actually be going through that stuff. So yeah. So D, happy birthday, brother Kevin. Thank you for being a blessing to us all. Thank you so much. That's just a wonderful, wonderful message. I really appreciate you. Hey, what's up, mama? It didn't get here yet, so I will definitely make a video for my mama, because I know she did send me a book. And where are you from, my dear sister or fam? D, okay, all the way from Moreno Valley, California. Wow, okay, good stuff, good stuff. All right. Discipleship, that class is going to be on the 29th, 30th, and 31st of May. So there'll be about a 2-week period where I'll be doing 2 different classes. And I hope to introduce that one the 2nd week of May. So we'll be working on the flyer and all that other good stuff as well. So 2 classes starting in May. The first one will be starting May 7th. That one will be for 6 weeks every Tuesday night. Again, denominations, weddings, baptisms, and funerals. And then the 29th through the 31st, that will be on discipleship. We'll probably add a class on Sunday as well, and everything. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, stay tuned for that. Shay Love, what's going on, fam? I appreciate you. I appreciate the birthday wishes. Walsh, my man, thank you so much. All right, DS Jackson, appreciate you, my brother. Thank you so much. Will it include baby dedications? I actually have some slides for that already, so I can throw something in there. I'm not going to go into like a long history on it, but I will kind of talk about some of the things you can do with baby dedication. So that's a good idea. I might throw something in there for that. All right. All right. Let's talk. I need to get some things set up. By all means, by all means. All right. Hey, happy happy pagan birthday, brother. Oh, that's hilarious. All right, question. What books do you have on prayer? Oh my gosh. Where's my prayer shelf? All right. All right. On top of a bunch of other stuff. This is from way back in the day, Dr. Miles Monroe. Take it for what you want. I don't buy into all his teaching, but every now and then he's had some good stuff. Illegal Prayers by Bob Sorge. All right. I have not read this one, so I'm not vouching for it. But this is something that I got from when people were giving away books. Prayer, The Timeless Secret. This one I read in college when I was going through seminary. All right. Praying to the God You Can Trust. Here. Now, this guy here, y'all can say what y'all want to. I read this guy's books. He's an ophthalmologist, but he did a book on worship that I just absolutely fell in love with. And the dude's stuff was just phenomenal. I mean, just incredible. And I know I have some stuff from not C.S. Lewis. I think it's I know I have some other stuff in there, but yeah, that's in my prayer library. I have to look on some other stuff on there. I thought I had more than that. Yeah, that's all I could think of right now. Some of the stuff I have mixed up by subject, and then some of it I have by author. So if I have something, Spurgeon, that's who it is. Yes. Where's my Spurgeon? Yeah. There we go. So, some of y'all might call me heretical. So, boom, there's your Spurgeon, The Power in Prayer by Charles Spurgeon, and then Prayer and Spiritual Warfare by Charles Spurgeon. So, you got to have in your library is not dope unless you got some Spurgeon. You got to have some C.S. Lewis in there. I got all of C.S. Lewis books. I got some of A.W. Tozer. I love A.W. Tozer stuff. So yeah, I have, so again, some of my books are organized by author and not specifically by title. But yeah, that's it. All right. So Ramona, thank you. Hey, what's up? Hawthorne, what's going on, man? Always good to see you. Good question. Books on prayers. D New the Sniper, what's going on, my friend? I appreciate you. Books on prayers are always going to steal my heart. Absolutely. All right. Yeah, Spurgeon stuff is dope, man. Spurgeon stuff is dope. So again, man, thank y'all. Repping Greater Works. So next class, y'all get prepared. Our Facebook group is already doing really, really dope. So only 2 days we've been out there. We almost over 150 people, which for me is just mind-blowing that we have discipled in classes. We've done well over 500 students. It might be close to 1,000, and everything like that. So just man, the Lord has really blessed us to do some great work for the kingdom of God, and everything like that. And so every day in the Facebook group for the people who have taken classes with Greater Works, we're asking them apologetic questions and getting them opportunities to sharpen their sword, and responding to stuff, doing some teaching and everything like that as well. So are these live recordings saved somewhere to watch again later? They are, but only for the students who register for them. So for those, my friend Siobhan is helping me. If you're familiar with the platform Thinkific, what we're doing for the next upcoming classes is we're taking things away. Right now, what we do is put everything in a Google Drive, and then we give everybody access, permanent access to that Google Drive. But we're transferring things to Thinkific, which is a program DTS, Dallas Theological Seminary, and other places use. But with that, every person will get their own username, login. I'll have my own onboarding page. Greater Works will have their own page. But then anybody that takes classes, all the classes will be put in Thinkific. And then I can actually give students quizzes and tests. So before they move on to another section, those that take classes later, they can go in there. They'll have to take quiz before they can move on to the next section, which is helpful for me and for the student, because then it challenges them to make sure that they're retaining the information. So I can break up the videos into certain segments, and all the different PDFs. Y'all, I didn't even realize, for the last class, I thought that the PDF books, the books in digital form that I had sent, added up to like $200, $250. One of my students, who's now an admin with Greater Works, Kimberly, she went so far and stuck all of the books in Amazon just to see how much the books added up to. And the books added up to $1,800. $1,800. That's insane. So in one class, for those that register for that class, I think the last class, what was that, on the resurrection? Yeah, that class was $75, I think. For the people that register for that class, they got a 300 slide PowerPoint, editable. So you can go in, add your own stuff in there, 300 slide PowerPoint, plus $1,800 in books related to Jesus, the resurrection, and similar things like that. So no one will ever accuse me of trying to profit off of the people of God, because that's what, a $1,700 plus profit, for an investment of $75. So that's crazy. So what I'm trying to do the next class, so in May we're doing the denominations, weddings, funerals, and baptism. Then we'll do, at the end of May, do discipleship, and then in June I'm trying to do another apologetics class, and I'm bringing in a heavy hitter. That's all I'm gonna say for right now until the contract is signed. So it's a name that all of y'all know, and everything like that. I'm just trying to line that class up on the day that he or she will be available, but another heavy hitter. So we're trying to bring in all of the funds that Greater Works brings in and actually be able to sow that back into the kingdom. We're going to incorporate new teachers. Tanisha Stewart, Siobhan, got a few people in Greater Works that are really dope teachers in the kingdom of God. So we're going to start, discipleship is me teaching them and them teaching other people. So they're going to start teaching some classes, and stuff like that as well. And so the Lord is blessed to be able to add more teachers to the platform, and I'm going to pay them. So all the registration money that comes in will be paying them for their time, and investing back into them. So that's what the future is for Greater Works. And eventually in the fall, a brother's looking forward to starting. I would like to start on my PhD, there. So we may have to slow down on the classes or bring in some other teachers, to let them teach some classes. But I want to get my PhD because the long-term goal is to have the classes with Greater Works be accredited, so that people that take them will be able to gain college credit for those classes as well. So pray for me. That's the vision. That's what I would love to do. And we just want to see what the Lord has for the platform. My only concern, just being the person with the heart that I have, is how do I manage, like, once those classes are accredited, My main thing that I love about Greater Works right now is that we're able to make the classes affordable. Everybody can't afford to go to seminary. And so I my goal is to be able to keep the classes affordable. I don't want to do a class over $100. I know that the classes are worth way more than that. But I also know that if I increase the price of the classes to $150, $200, there'll be a segment of people that just cannot afford to be able to take those classes. So my goal is to keep each class at $100 or under. But when they're accredited, I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming they'll have to be more than that. So y'all pray for me. I'm trying to mix in what I want with what is required by institutions, but also staying faithful to what God has called me to do. So for right now, I'm enjoying it. I absolutely love the classes that we're doing. We have so much fun. If you've never taken a class with Greater Works, you got to do it, man. We have so much fun. We give so much away, and everything like that, or give so much back to the students. And I love to do it. Whenever the Lord calls me home, I don't want to die with a digital library full of books. I'm not going to do that. What good does that do the kingdom of God? So yeah, absolutely. And yes, so I actually started something, Jackson, for that. So in this last class, I included an option in the registration menu if people wanted to buy a sponsorship ticket. So that way, and before I had students buying actual tickets, I had people sponsoring people and everything. And so I added that, and we'll continue to add that. Every class, I have brothers and sisters that just, hey, some of them, hey, I'm going to take the class and I also want to pay for somebody else. Some of them are like, hey, whatever. I just want to sponsor some people. But the Lord has just blessed us to, we just have great Christians, just Christ-like people with such great hearts that are a part of the Greater Works family. And I'm so grateful to be teamed up with them, man. I really am. I really am. So yeah, absolutely, Tina. I'm not, I might have 1,000 or more, 2,000 books in my digital library. So I'm not gonna die with all of that stuff in there. That's crazy. No way. Now y'all got me curious. I wonder how many books are in my digital library. So, and I'm gonna well, that's just 274, but that's not even so I'm gonna show y'all real quick, just give y'all a preview. Where is there it is? Share my screen. There we go. All right, so I want to shout out my brother BK Apologist. And I'll talk about his Patreon in a minute, y'all. But this is where I get a lot of my particular books and stuff like that from, right? The man's, so this is his, let me increase the view. So let me go back. All right, so you can see here, like I've tried to organize these so when it comes to discipleship, and I'm not much in that folder. Where's my Jesus? So like this one, this is just one particular folder of all things Jesus in here. So you can see here, all of these are just different books that I have accumulated over the years that just deal with Jesus. Here's like some really good ones. Person of Interest, J. Warner Wallace, Man, Myth, Messiah, Jesus Outside the New Testament. Those are some absolutely incredible books, y'all. And I gave all of these to the people that signed up for the resurrection class and everything. You need something, babe? I'm on live. Hey, y'all. So yeah, but like all of these are just boom, all of these are stuff that and then where's the Counterpoint series? These are some really good books too. So like when you have 5 views on this, 5 views on biblical inerrancy, 5 views on the gospel or the law and the gospel, on sanctification, 4 views on hell, 4 views on eternal security. All of these are books, and everything like that. So whenever let me give y'all kind of a thought into my thought process. Whenever I do a class, and everything like that, I try to go into my library and like all of these, like this. Here's another one. Here's Charles Spurgeon's. I got some of Charles Spurgeon's books in there and digital wise. That's Tactics. That's got all the audio books in it as well. William Lane Craig. If you're an apologist or you just good Christian, you got to know the name William Lane Craig. So what I do is whenever I do a class, I try to go through my digital library and find all of the books that are related to the subject matter that I'm teaching. And whatever book I can find that is related to that subject matter, I'll throw it in that particular student folder for those individuals. So here is, let's see, here's my apologetics folder. All right, so there is my student folder for apologetics. So for the people that took my apologetics class, these are all, I don't know if y'all, I'm trying to increase these. There we go. So make this should be a little bit easier for y'all to see. Baker Encyclopedia of Christian Apologetics. Cold Case Christianity, Darwin's Black Box, Bible Handbooks. Here's a William Lane Craig book. Here's Greg Kuchel's Tactics. Is God a Moral Monster? I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist. Y'all, these are gold standard books and everything. Stealing from God by Frank Turek. These are just incredible books, man. And so whenever I do a class, I try to, just throw out all of this stuff in there. When I did an urban apologetics class, that student folder was just, like my student folders are insane. So, it's crazy. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know if people knew, but the website takes Afterpay. Yeah, so that's another thing that I did because Greater Works is incorporated now, and I've already applied for 501c3. I can actually add Afterpay and Affirm. So there's payment plan options. So I know even at $75 to $100, some people just can't afford that or don't have it at that particular moment. So Afterpay and Affirm, you can do interest-free payment plans and still be able to, take the courses and everything like that. So yes, that is an option on my website. So thank you for that, Cameron. That's really good stuff. So Phil, what's going on, man? I just, thank you for the books that you sent, man. I just went through them. Sister, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but the class has decided that I'm trying to figure out a way to upload the classes that I've already done so that people can pay for them, but it wouldn't be fair to those that register for the class. My student folder is kind of like a bond between me and that class. So I have a deal that I make with them, and they be trying to sucker me, y'all. So if I refer to a book in the class and I have it in my digital library, I send it to them, and I add it into their student folder. So yeah, that's just kind of, that student folder is a bond between me and the students. So I'm trying to figure out a way to allow people to access the teachings and everything like that. And then, many of y'all have heard me talk about this before. The hardest thing for me, which is why I've built a team of people that can make these decisions for me, is like, how do you price it? So like for this last class, the class was $75 for the purpose, power, and proof of the resurrection. If I give that same, access to the class for $75, then it kind of takes away the incentive of taking the class, and the whole point is to build a community, not just to offer the material. So it's, getting with the people and finding out, how do we price this stuff? How do we, market it and make it available to people? So we're putting all this stuff in Thinkific. The platform is growing, but when you see the classes, if you can't afford it, ask for a sponsorship, use the payment plan and everything like that. So, take advantage when they're there. So, yes, Sister Barnes, either tomorrow or Thursday, I'll be, the registration will open up for the next class and everything. Am I familiar with Frank Turek? Absolutely. I listen to his podcast every week until he starts talking about political stuff. Then he gets on my nerves. He stay away from the woke stuff, Frank Turek. That's not your lane. But anyway, I think I Don't Have Enough Faith to Be an Atheist is my favorite apologetic book. I think it is it's just very well written. The information in it is golden. I love Frank Turek. I think his ministry is absolutely amazing. So yeah. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate you. So, and this is exactly what I'm doing, Bro Jackson. So my discipleship class at the end of May, the 29th, 30th, and 31st, that is where I am building my like a discipleship curriculum. So the goal with that one, I'm going to be really working hard through the month of May, preparing for that one. The goal for that one is to be able to not only make a PowerPoint, but to make a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a book, not a book, but a workbook. A workbook, kind of like what I love what Unspoken did. So this is the participants guide. They have the video, and then they have the participants guide where they have like stuff you can read in there, but then they also have, let me find a good page. Yeah. So they have questions and stuff like that. So there'll be parts where you can fill it in. And then I don't know if I can find one real quick, but they have a QR code. At some point, so it'll like take you back and refer back to a particular place in the video. So like this. So like they have the QR code in there. So that is what my goal is to be for the discipleship curriculum. I'll have the PowerPoint. People will have the video that I'll be teaching, and then when I write the workbook and everything, the workbook will have QR codes that correspond to video. Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, we don't read like we should. We don't read like we should, and then some of us we just prefer to consume information via video, via podcast. And 70% of people are visual. Studies teach us this. So 70% of people are visual. They would prefer to see something taught versus reading it. So my goal is to make it palatable for everyone, attractive, to everyone, because the goal is to get people to actually read and learn. And if they're not going to read a book, then I want to have a video. If they're not going to have the video, I want to have it in podcast form. But that's the goal for that discipleship class and everything. All right. So yeah. All right. What classes do you have for a candidate for ordination? So we have a whole year-long series that I did for that. So in quarter one, Eric, we did hermeneutics, homiletics, and apologetics. That was quarter one. The 6-week class we did there. Quarter two was systematic theology. In that we did bibliology, pneumatology, theology, angelology. We did all of that. And we did that for 6 weeks. Quarter three, we did church history. We went through 6 weeks of teaching on church history, all the way from the ending of the book of Acts up until the 1800s. And everything. Them people just love that class. That class was amazing. And then this quarter will be the final quarter for it, and that's the denominations, weddings, baptisms, and funerals. Any person that's ordained. Sometimes we ordain people, but they've never had the experience. I was ordained, had never done a wedding, had never done a funeral, and had never done a baptism. And I was an ordained elder. This was in 2007. And everything. So with Greater Works, this part of my father's vision is to say, hey, before we ordain someone, they may not have had the opportunity, but they need to be trained in order to do it before they become ordained. So we're taking some of the, I wouldn't say mistakes, but some of the lessons that we've learned with ordination candidates in the past and everything, and thinking, okay, how do we build something that before we ordain this person, we can certify and say that they are prepared to go out and actually function as an ordained elder in the Lord's church. So that's the goal for that. So that's what Greater Works is doing, y'all. I just love what the Lord is blessed to do. So, so yeah, come on and rock with us, Tiffany. I thought you had already taken a class with us, Tiffany. So maybe I'm mistaken. So, man. So my secret, Kevin, I consume in multiple different ways. So right now I am reading Reasonable Doubt by, is it Reasonable Doubt? Yeah. Reasonable Doubt by William Lane Craig. So what I do is I buy the audio book. So I have an Audible subscription. I will buy the Audible, and I'm listening to the Audible throughout the day when I'm driving, when I get up in the shower. I do my devotion first, then I go into the shower. I'm listening to the Audible version as I'm getting dressed for the day, as I'm going to work. So that's about 45 minutes to an hour worth of reading that I'm getting in. I do the same thing on the way home and everything. And so I've got about an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of the knowledge in my head. Sometimes I'll replay a chapter more than once so that I'm not just listening, because y'all know how it is. You get busy, you get distracted. I'll replay that chapter over and over again till I can almost like, okay, I know where he's going. I can finish this argument, and I've retained and internalized the information from the book. Then I go back with the physical book and I will highlight in that physical book. And I also use a Kindle. So I use 3 different methods to enhance my learning. So I listen to it first. Then if I'm on the go and there's something that I really, really want to key in on that book, I'll go to the Kindle. I'll pull the book up in my Kindle library, and then I'll highlight it in the Kindle library digitally. then that tells me where to go back and highlight when I actually get the physical book. So the hardest thing for me to do is sit down and actually just physically read a book, even though it's one of the things that I love to do. So using those three different methods help me to constantly be consuming information while I'm on the go. So that's kind of my secret. All right. That's a really good question, man. That's a really good question. Books on benedictions, I do not. I do not. Yeah. See, I was gonna say, I thought you took yeah, that was included in the Black Presence in the Bible class, the Whitewashing Christianity. Just an amazing. If y'all have not gotten that book, but please go get that book. Do you have a partnership package set up for those who will do all of their ordaining, chaplain training, and discipleship through your program? Not a package, but we did kind of do a package at the beginning of the year. We offered two options. So for those that were going to take, they knew that they were going to take, like I'll shout out my man Dion Glover. Dion supports anything Greater Works does. Every class that brother is dedicated. He is the first one most times to register for class, and then he always buys two sponsorship tickets for every class that I've ever done with him. And he's taken every class ever since we met me, and everything. And so we offered a $400 package at the beginning of the year and said, hey, you pay that $400 in, I think it was October, you're good for the rest of the year. Every time we open up a class, you're automatically registered. Of course, we keep great records, all of that other good stuff. And so we had about 8 people that just paid for the entire year. And then we also offer the option of, $100 per class. So each class in each quarter was $100. And I mean, for 6 weeks worth of training at 2 hours a piece, I mean, that's nothing, so yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then Carol said, what study Bible do you recommend? My study Bible is right over there, the Tony Evans. I use Tony Evans study Bible. I keep that at home for my personal study. When I'm at work, I carry the Apologetic Study Bible with me. Both of those are in CSB, Christian Standard Bible. I think that, for me, in my opinion, is the gold standard. I normally go from CSB to ESV. Every year I read through the Bible in a different translation. So last 2 years I did CSB. This year I'm doing NIV. No, last year I did ESV. The year before that I did CSB. This year I'm doing NIV. So every year I read through the Bible in a different translation, and everything. Before I forget, y'all, if you want to do me a favor, be a blessing to someone else. If you want a easy, good way to be a blessing to the kingdom of God, to grow your library, your digital library, and everything like that, you gotta sign up for my homeboy's Patreon, BK Apologist. This dude has he is one of the best apologists that I know. He's got a great YouTube channel, and everything. We've been friends for several years now. I'm gonna put the link into the chat and everything like that now. The overwhelming majority of what you all saw in my digital library came from BK Apologist. All right. So his every month he's gonna send 5 to 20 books as part of his Patreon. You can do the Patreon for as little as $3. And I'm gonna tell you, I always tell people this. I started off at the $3 option, like, I just want to support my brother, and everything like that. The stuff that was in the library was so good. I got convicted. I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit or not. I'm not going to be deep, but I don't know if it was the Holy Spirit, but I got convicted. I'm like, Kevin, you're getting way more than $3 worth of information. And you can afford to sow more than $3 into your brother. So every time I get the chance, I'm going to big up his platform and tell y'all need to go support his Patreon, because his stuff is just dope. I mean, what you're going to get in there. So I do the $25 option every month, and everything. And then, because he's the plug, if you subscribe to the $25 option, and I just put his Patreon in the chat. If you subscribe to the $25 option, you can hit him up and ask him if he has particular books. Man, and anytime he has particular books, I'll just shoot him an extra investment out, give him $100 or, something like that to his PayPal. But he's an excellent source of information. His YouTube channel is amazing, and everything like that. So if you want to be blessed, if you want to add to your digital library, go support the Patreon of BK Apologist. His stuff is just absolutely phenomenal. Thank me later. It's just really good. Really good. So BK, whenever you see this, man, I love you. So grateful to just, do kingdom work with you, my man. All right. All right. So yeah, that's all I got, y'all. I'm finna go kiss the kids, good night and everything. So if you still want to send a book, you can send a brother a book. I'll find room in my I'll find room here somewhere. Um, I'm not gonna go through all that. Like I got a bookcase over here, I got a bookcase over there, plus the three back there. I'm running out of space. But that's one of them good problems. That's one of them good problems. So thank y'all so much. Thank you for the people that have supported. I really, really, really appreciate, my platform has grown. I think I have like 40,000 followers now. Sometimes I wish I didn't. Because like, the thing for me is I value relationships. I'm gonna say this and then I'm gone. I value relationships. I would much rather have the 5,000 friends where I knew 80% of them, and so when I post something, if it's a little bit in jest, if I'm joking around, I don't have to worry about people being in their feelings, and all, sending me a bunch of inboxes telling me, how I shouldn't have mentioned Trump in the video. I don't want to deal with all of that. So sometimes it's easier when you have people that and know you've interacted with them. Now, when the platform has grown, it's kind of one of those problems where it's tough because you get people that don't really know Kevin. All they see is the videos, they see the apologetics, and they're grateful for that, and they expect you to fit into their little bubble of what an apologist and a Christian should be. And hear me when I say, y'all, as soon as you do something they don't like, you post something that they don't like, they talk about how they're gonna unfollow you, like that's gonna hurt my feelings. I don't care. I'm not in this for likes, follows, and shares and subscribers. That's not why I do this. So you unfollowing me is not gonna hurt my feelings at all. I would just much rather not deal with, having to pray about how I interact with you to be honest. But so yeah, they where you at, Trick Team? They pick apart every word, and sometimes I just want to. I love being myself. I'm a jokester. I clown. I'm a little petty, at times, but I don't mean no harm. I love Jesus and I love His people. So I don't mean, but some people they just know how to bring it out of you. But the Lord has really been I've been doing really good with the help of the Holy Spirit, because I prayed about that thing, y'all. I'm like, God, I want to be responsible with the platform you gave to me. I want to be responsible, and I want to be Christ-like in all of my interactions. So I could say over the last 3 or 4 days, I've been much better. I ain't snapped on nobody, y'all, and that's saying something, because about 1 or 2 people a day was catching it, and they deserved it too. They deserved it. So anyway, all right. Anybody else? Any dying questions before I go? Listen, Siobhan, don't you start nothing here tonight? Um, uh, yeah. Absolutely. So again, once again, y'all, I'm out of here. Next class, I hope to introduce it. I'm just waiting on the flyer. Next class should be registration should open up tomorrow at the very latest. If I don't get the flyer tomorrow, I'm gonna do my own flyer, and we'll open up the registration on Thursday. So at the very latest Thursday, we will open up registration for the next class, which will be on a study of the denominations. I'm using all kind of books for that one. Denominations, weddings, funerals, and baptisms. And then the 29th, 30th, and 31st will be our class on discipleship. So I hope y'all are as excited as I am. I love teaching. We have such an amazing time. And I'm just looking forward to, what the Lord is going to do next. So bless you as well, my dear friend. Thank y'all so much. Man, it was a great birthday. I don't feel old and I don't look old. It is what it is. Love y'all so much. Let me see. Noted, saw you on social media a few weeks ago, and videos have been a blessing. Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you so much. And with a name like Kevin, hey, man, you good in my book. So again, thank y'all. If y'all still want to be a blessing, the wish list is still up on my page. Go check it out. If not, that's fine. Just continue to watch the videos. I'm uploading one tonight, y'all. I've already chopped it up. I've already done my script. So I'm uploading a banger tonight. So look forward to this one tomorrow. I got a banger coming. People kept tagging me on TikTok of this dude. So I'm gonna light it up. So I love doing these videos, y'all. So I can't wait to record. I'm gonna record in my new t-shirt and everything from the wife. So we gonna get it. All right. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. And let me get out of here. Take care. Blessings.